Welcome to the Astrotherapy podcast. I am your host, Ciela Winter, and I am thrilled to dive deep into the inner realms of provocative thought while discovering an array of astrological and psychological insights to accompany us on this quest of self-inquiry. October 28th, 2023, full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. The last of the Scorpio Taurus axis over the course of the last 2 years. So we're coming to a completion of a cycle. And this is not just any cycle. Think back to where you were November 2021. What themes have you been chewing on? What has been very present for you in relationship to your personal resource and to the resources of others, to your power, to your values? What is important to you? What's coming up? What is coming to an end? And that brings us to this week's journal and podcast, the question being, what ends here? Writing this by the crackling fire before the sunrise is such a luxury, and I'm soaking up every moment. This week, I've been fortunate to recharge in my homeland of Jackson, Wyoming, gain altitude by hiking in the glorious crystallized Tetons. You know, they are made of quartz and rose quartz in these mountains. It's just a stunning beauty to behold. I hope that you can explore the Tetons someday. A place where I can inhale fire, or the fire, yes, but inhale the fir sap essence of the fir trees, where you can actually go up to them and where the golden drips of sap is coming out, and then you can get a little twig into the sap and kind of pull it apart and smell it and be taken to another reality, basically. It's so amazing. So inhaling that fir sap essence into my lungs from the trees, the gift of the trees. And also, I've been able to weave along the Snake River, walking at her edge for hours, seeing bald eagles, having long conversations with dear friends, witnessing my mind and the reflection of nature, really contemplating this moment, this eclipse portal. So the gold of the aspen leaves shimmer across the bluebird skies and remind me that the creativity of nature is endless. But not everything is. Some things end, and I'm wondering what is coming to completion for you. Despite the creativity, those leaves will soon fall to the earth and decompose. And right now, we're in the midst of a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. As I mentioned, the light of the Scorpio sun is eclipsed by the earth, severing the cords of patterns, habits, expired relationships, and situations that have held them in place. This is the end of a 2-year cycle. So think back to what you were present to in the fall of 2021. What were the themes that were exposed and what was calling your attention? How deep were you brought into the intimate layers of your psyche? Whatever you endured or realized then had the potential to be the impetus for a high level of growth if you've played your cards right. So if you've leaned into that Scorpio Taurus axis within your chart, within your birth chart, within your mirror of your psyche, that the microcosm of your birth chart is to the macro cosmic play. If you've leaned in with relentless courage, because let's be honest, anything that touches Scorpio demands nothing less. So clearly these last 2 years have probably been pretty potent. If you're a human on planet Earth, I don't know how it wouldn't have been. And I'd love to offer you congratulations. Congratulations for ending this particular cycle, and invite you to consider what you are healing or what you have healed. What painful experiences from the past are now feeding your wisdom? Have you come to new levels of honesty with yourself and others? How about the birth and new perspectives around your personal resources as well as within the collective? Were you willing to look underneath your own shadow to discover what makes it tick? If you're still aching for the satisfying closure I'm talking about, now is your moment. Allow this full moon to eclipse what you need to leave behind. Endings aren't the enemy, as every ending is also a new beginning, and shedding the dead weight, especially if attached to the dysfunction of what has been, is a necessary step toward self-realization. My mother, I adore her. She loves this time of year in Wyoming. She now lives on an island in Washington, but relishes in the memory of these crisp autumn mornings, the brilliant aspens painting the valley, and the distinct beauty of this moment. I'm soaking it in and infusing my own creativity with the impeccable freshness all around me. Nature is an incredible teacher as every day is getting colder and snow is upon us. The canvas is shifting, and soon all will be a white winter wonderland, provoking inner states of deep contemplation and awe. Wow. Just wow. And I'll be bringing this energy back with me as I return to New York City and reflect on the juxtaposition of my life experiences and what I am learning and letting go of. For me, this eclipse portal has gifted me a truly significant release, one as visceral and deep as only a Scorpio Taurus axis can offer. I can't wait to show you what arises upon the other side as I let go and let God. And I hope the same catharsis for you in an area of your life where you are seeking lightness and freedom. So, best of love to you, my dear friends, in this eclipse portal, upon this eclipse moment of the lunar eclipse in Taurus, the completion of the cycle, and blessings for the journey ahead. All my best to you, and please receive the peace of my heart that lives inside these words.